again, for me, it's the way the figure is self-confident. I mean, when you think about someone who's had this Royal Academy style training in painting from the life, painting from the nude, there's no reticence here. There's no sense of shyness, of reticence. It's a female nude. It's straight up there. It dominates and it challenges the viewer, challenges the male gaze in a certain way. And also, I find very intriguing the way in which there's a convergence, if you will, of that tradition, the realistic nude portrait from the life, and something that is far more expressionist, where color expresses the festivity, the sensuality of this scene, and it just remains so robust and real to us across the many decades since it was painted. So again, it's a work that, I mean, formally, again, it's incredible how the conventions of a three-dimensional sort of naturalistic representation are just flattened up against the picture plane. So there's a very knowing quality. It's a young artist who's saying, look, I can deal with this. I can handle these different conventions. There's confidence, there's robustness, there's mastery in a proper formal sense of the different ingredients that go into the training of an artist. And what's produced here just lives on. It's memorable.
What I find interesting is, of course, we saw some artworks prior to this, which were, clearly JJ school and inspired. Now suddenly we see Prayers and The Lady in Repose, which, like The Lady in Repose, I find it very difficult to characterize. Is this figurative leading to abstract? Is this the colors, Fauvism? Is this, play of light? Is this, light and darkness? I mean, what exactly is this? And we have to also keep in mind that she's 21. I mean, the avant-garde nature of this is quite compelling. And there's also in her notes a point where she says that these works were in an informal get-together in a group, and a couple of people said that, oh, this maybe looks like this, maybe it looks like that. But then she's like, but nobody was able to pinpoint exactly what. And she said, these are exactly my influences. This is, my life living in the convent. This is the ambient light I see there. Yep. This is Bhanu. I mean, yes. So, the attempts to characterize this work into what it, into like a box or some, some particular name is just not possible. And I find, an artist, I mean, there's a reason why she, I guess, was invited to be a part of the group. And I mean, you can clearly make out the prowess. I mean, that we see in this painting.
But it also speaks to the kind of visualities that were available for young people to see in the right circles in the Bombay of the late 40s and early 50s. We've been talking about some of the people who made that possible, cultural catalysts like Mulk Raj Anand at Marg, already there from 1946, Raja Rao at Chetna, Homi Bhabha, the scientist and patron of the arts, Alkazi, Bobby Padamsi, and then Alkazi, and that whole circle. And indeed, what I sometimes call the three magi, Schlesinger, von Leyden, and Langhammer, and a young Keku Gandhi starting out. So you're looking at diverse circles which intersected, which were looking at books, which did magic lantern slide presentations, where there was a bridge being built between Bombay and the other centers in India, but also outward to London, New York, Paris, Munich. So we're looking at a globalization well before that term was in use. We're looking at cosmopolitanism at work in these.
But what's interesting that the cosmopolitan or the globalization you say that is at work is I mean, she was a student essentially at the final year at JJ, and I mean, this is already way beyond her years, I guess. I mean, this is probably what I would expect from her 20 years down. You start your career, you do exhibitions, and then you go, you start, you come with your own language. And here we are, boom, I mean, Lady in Repose, you look at this, you can't even characterize what this work is all about.